Welcome to the next vlog. Now this is going to be a very good one. I'm going to spend a lot more time actually dedicating to this vlog now. Right now I'm in Geneva airport. I'm about to head to London. I'm traveling by myself to London for some work. I'm going to talk about it very soon, and it's a really cool experience that I'm super excited for. But I just want to say, for the next 10-15, I don't know how long this vlog is going to be, but stay off TikTok. Literally just, I guarantee you're going to have a good time watching this, and I guarantee you that you are going to learn something from this vlog. I want to not only show like lifestyle stuff or whatever it is. I want to give you actual insights of what it's like at these type of things I'm about to do, and I just want to give you guys some value in this vlog. So pay attention. I'm now gonna run some cinematic sequence of me flying or something like that. I'm gonna catch a flight and I'll update you guys when I arrive in London. I've just realized I look like such an idiot. I put my phone down to record myself walking, to go back and pick up my phone again. That's not it. I've arrived in London. I'm busy waiting for my baggage now. Flight was alright. I'm quickly gonna update you guys when I have my baggage. I need to either take the tube or probably I'll just take an Uber, it's easier, to the hotel. And then I'll update you guys exactly why I'm here, because I think it's super cool and I think it's a bit of a funny story. So I'll explain to you guys why exactly I've come all the way from London before I go over to the US. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about that when I'm back home and I have my baggage. As always, it's taken forever. Wow, the lighting is very strong. As always, it takes very long for the baggage to arrive, so I'm just gonna kill some time here and I'll update you guys when I'm back at the hotel.
It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm sipping, I can butcher either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that be bad, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive, ain't it sneak?
Alright, so I've just arrived in the hotel here in London, and let me give you a room tour. I was warning you, it is a tiny room. So this is the bed, this is the shower, and that basically is the room tour. There's no closet to put my clothes. There's like 4 hangers on the wall here, which I guess I'll put my suit on there, but for the rest there's not much. And I opted for not a really nice hotel. I didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money. And what I really like about this place, I'm staying in Covent Garden, so the location is really good. And also I booked this with like 10 days notice, so a lot of the nice hotels were already booked out, and I thought, you know what, it's a small hotel, but I barely spend any time when I'm traveling in the hotel. I'm literally just here to sleep. So maybe you'll push me to be out of the hotel a bit more and maybe off my laptop and working for a little bit. Instead, I'll be out at restaurants and things like that. So it definitely is a very small, I don't think you guys can even see. Let me turn the camera so you can see how small it is. Let me show you guys the room for context. This is my suitcase here, so you can kind of judge the size. I've already made a mess of the place, but there's the things I was traveling with, and it's literally just a bathroom and a bed, which, to be honest, is all I really need. No 5 stars or anything crazy now. I'm in a really nice location. I couldn't go out for dinner with some friends that I haven't seen in a long time in London. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna bother recording it. It won't be anything too special. I can't even unpack my bag, so I'm gonna have to leave my clothes in my bag. I was gonna go, get some sleep. I've been traveling as well, so I'm gonna wake up early, and I'm gonna update you guys on exactly why I'm in London tomorrow. But I booked this really last minute, so I booked this about 10 days ago. That's also kind of part of the reason I didn't opt for a really nice hotel, because they were super expensive, and I thought, I don't need that luxury. Like, I'm barely gonna spend any time in the hotel anyway. So here we are. I'm gonna update you guys probably tomorrow morning after I rest up a bit, or if anything cool happens tonight, I'll update you guys then. Alright, I'm running a bit late, so I thought I'd quickly just record on the go. But why exactly am I in London? Well, I have basically an incredible opportunity here. That's why I'm here. But I'm gonna be working out or interning at one of the largest hedge funds in London, shadowing a very successful, very smart guy. That's why I came out here. When I was 15, I am waiting at a traffic light here, but when I was 15, I interned at this hedge fund in South Africa. And through that, I impressed the managers there, and he was connected with this guy, and he put in a good word. He said, this is a smart kid, have a chat with him. I had a Zoom call with this guy, and he said, whenever you're in London, come past, I'd love to have you in the office. And I said, I'll be in London in 2 weeks. I was not planning on being in London in 2 weeks. I was gonna be in Amsterdam. So I decided I'm gonna book a flight to London, not too far, and here I am. So I basically came here. I said I was going to be in London, even though I was never planning on it. So I just quickly got a hotel room, got a flight, and now here I am. And why am I doing this? I'm not getting paid for it, but certainly I'm going to learn something. A lot of people aren't willing to work for free, which is understandable if that's you. I know from like, if I want to hire editors or things like that, they're like, I send like a clip and they need to do like a free sample. Like, no, I don't work for free. Not only am I working for free, I'm actually paying to work because I had to buy the plane tickets, food here, I had to get hotels. So I'm actually paying to work. I'm working from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day at this place for the rest of the week. And why am I doing it? I want to learn how smart money thinks. A lot of people have no idea how in depth like these hedge funds think about investments. So I guarantee I'm going to get, over the course of my life, I'm going to get millions of dollars of value from this free work I'm doing. So I'm not getting paid directly, but I think the knowledge I'm going to gain from being around these top financiers in London, these absolute killers, is going to be so valuable. So I am more than happy to work for free. I would have paid even more to learn for this. Just like some people aren't willing to invest in coaching and things like that. It is such a smart move to make because I know like real world experience is even better than coaching. If you guys, I have a program, but I recommend honestly if you can get like a high profile job, do that instead. I guarantee that you're gonna learn more from that. But I'm almost outside the office and I don't want to show up recording. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about it. I hope the audio of this segment isn't messed up, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more about it probably when I'm in the offices or later. Alright, I want to be a bit more on the quiet side. I'm here in one of the meeting rooms. I just sat on the meeting. Absolutely incredible stuff I'm learning. I'm going to relay, probably when I finish off the week, I'm going to relay all the lessons I kind of learned from this because I want you guys to get some of the experience that I am getting here. But look at the view from this office. It's absolutely crazy. It's like the middle of London. Beautiful. I have London, Big Ben, all of that. So very, very cool. I don't want to be the kid that's going around recording everything, so I'm definitely going to try. Keep it a bit quiet, but very, very cool place here. And I'm so excited. Just the first couple of hours, I'm already learning a lot. So I'm gonna update you guys probably when I finish off the day today, or yeah, that's probably when I update you guys when I go out for dinner tonight. But overall, very, very cool. And stick around for the end of this video. I'm gonna tell everything that I've learned so far from this. I'm just coming from lunch now with an insanely smart, very kind person. One of the coolest and smartest people I've probably ever talked to, and definitely one of the richest as well. He's the founder of the firm I'm working at. Apologies for the lack of recording. I've been all over the place. I've just done some cool shopping by Harrods. Wow, crazy. London just takes your money. Incredibly expensive place. But this man is incredibly smart. I'll probably talk with the company, ask if I can name them, but I don't know. I'll see. But very, very, very smart person. Largest shareholder in projects in companies Insanely smart dude. The insights I've learned past couple days are insanely valuable. My hand's getting a bit sore from dragging my briefcase in these bags, but I'm gonna make a little segment at the end of this video talking about exactly what I've learned from these people, because I feel like I should share some of this value. But it's insane how much value I've gotten already, and I really do recommend people to kind of get out of your comfort zone. And look how beautiful London is. I mean, what a crazy life to be doing this. Meeting these crazy high-level people that have lunch with Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, and that know these crazy high-level people. Very, very insane to kind of experience this, especially kind of my age, and hopefully they were quite impressed by me as well, which I like, because you can easily meet people, but to have them like you, to have an impression, and to let them see some value in knowing you as well, because it's obvious why there's value for me knowing these type of guys. But there needs to be value for them as well, else they have no, relation to keep it going. But the fact that introducing me to other people is always a good sign that I am getting along with them, and I'm super impressed by these guys. Are very motivational. I'm really happy, to be honest. Like, it feels really cool getting to know these guys, and definitely connections and things I learned that I'll carry with me the rest of my life. I'm here in Hyde Park, actually heading back to the offices from lunch. It's about an hour walk. I didn't realize how big London was. I'm used to Cape Town. It's a much smaller city, and but look at the space here. I mean, absolutely insane. This vlog's a bit all over the place. I definitely need more structure, but this is very real. I could plan it out and like script out what I want to say here, and then I want to film a clip of me doing this, and then I want to film a clip of me doing that. But this is kind of just a dump of what we're getting up to this week. It's a very, very some cool things I'm getting up to, and I want to, at the end of this, kind of just be straight value for a couple minutes. I want to show you guys, like, you know, this is what I learned and that type of thing. But I'm going to walk back to the offices now, and then I'll probably catch up with some other entrepreneurs tonight for dinner. I'm back at the hotel and I just picked up a new phone. I didn't even know they did a black colorway, but this is really nice. So I got a new phone. I'm gonna set that up and I'm gonna go out for dinner. It is quite lonely, to be honest. Like I'm traveling by myself and now I'm going out for dinner by myself. And you go to these restaurants, just a bunch of couples. I'm thinking it's quite a unique experience I have to be doing this at 17. But anyway, I'm gonna go out for dinner and I'm gonna go to the casino. And now I do not recommend gambling at all. All I do at the casino is play poker. One, because I actually find it really fun. I don't bet like crazy amounts. I'm probably going with like £100 today. And second, you meet some really cool people playing poker. Like often poker players are really smart people, and often like really entrepreneurial people I find enjoy poker. So and poker, there is a bit of skill to it. If you go to the roulette machine, you should just play in the odds. Whereas in poker is kind of a mix between like a game like chess that is pure skill, and there's still some probability in it. Like if you get good hands in poker, like you're more likely to win. Whereas in chess, like it doesn't matter. Like you get the same starting hand every time. So I'm gonna go out for dinner, and then I'll probably update you guys when I'm at the casino. I've just realized I've forgotten to film after the casino. I'm about to head to bed now. But I went in the casino. I only went in with £100 just for fun. I met some really cool guys actually. I doubled up my money and then I just took my profits and left. I wasn't there for too long. I think my gambling mentality is similar to trading, whereas, you know, if you're up, take profits, leave all in the green. And I was down a bit. I was actually down to 20, and then I built my way back up to 100, and then I doubled it to 200. Poker's very fun. It's actually like one of the things I really enjoy. Like, I don't know how it is, but it's like relaxing, but also like you feel like concentrated at the same time. Anyway, I'm just waffling now. I'm gonna head to bed, and then I'm back to work tomorrow. This is now day 2 working in London. I'm on my way to the company again, and they just sent me last night 200 pages to read, like a 200-page PowerPoint. So I'm gonna go quickly read over that because I believe 11:30 I'm meeting with one of the top guys to talk about that. So I'm really gonna go there, study my ass off with this 200 pages, try and impress them. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. I'm busy walking. I still need to grab breakfast somewhere, but I'm running a bit late, so I might just have to fast till the afternoon because I don't think I have time to grab breakfast. But anyway, there's a lot of noise, but I'll update you guys probably when I'm at work or this afternoon. Alright, I'm on my way to work again. This is now probably my last day. Today's Thursday and tomorrow is Good Friday. So I'm not sure if they're open because I know it is a banking holiday. So I'm on my way to work now. Last day. Very, very cool trip. Last night I was out with some other young entrepreneurs here in London. I should have recorded that. Some very, very cool guys. But look, I mean, London, I'm very impressed by the city. Everyone likes to talk shit on London. I think Tate has given everyone the idea that London's, you know, super unsafe. And of course, I'm like in quite the central area. I'm sure outside the central area is very different. But I'm super impressed. The amount of money here is next level. Like, it's insane. Like, I was Googling what some of these apartments go for, like in the nicer areas. And you're paying like 30, 40, 50 million pounds for those type of apartments. That is like insane. Like for that same price, there's not even a house for sale in Cape Town for that price. Like the most expensive houses in Cape Town don't even go for that much. And then you get like a palace. So a lot of money here. It's definitely very expensive as well. Like I went for coffee and a water and it was like £25 at this hotel. It was a fancy hotel, but that is absolutely crazy. So I'm waiting here for the traffic lights. And I want to get feedback on these vlog style things. Right now I'm just kind of very realistically showing my day. After this, I'm going to go to the office and I'll probably record in there the lessons I've learned. I want to like write them down and plan them out a bit, kind of what I've learned from this. And overall, very, very cool experience. Tomorrow I'm flying to Amsterdam, but I've still got a couple cool things before I head that way. And yeah, I'll update you guys when I'm in the office. This is why I need you to stop scrolling, pay attention, because I'm about to lay out what I learned shadowing the last week of some of the most intelligent and the richest and most successful people in England. In this hedge fund and outside of it, I've networked with some incredible people. I'm gonna lay out exactly everything I learned as a 17-year-old working in this industry. It's been extremely, extremely insightful, and hopefully I can show you guys some value of what I've learned. Before we get started, take a look at how crazy this view is. Let me get out of the way. You see, my pointing is horrible, but big bed. You see the wheel is somewhere, I think it's on the other side. What's it called? The Eye of London. But some very, very cool stuff. An amazing, amazing office, and I'm insanely grateful to this company. I'm not sure if they want me to say their name, but I'll give you a quick tour of the office here. It's incredible, and it's been incredibly insightful. So I'm very grateful for it. Or maybe I should record this way because the lighting is much better. But anyway, very, very crazy view. Hope you've been enjoying the vlog, and we're going to dive into the first lesson. The first lesson I learned here is that you don't stand a chance. Now, what do I mean by that? You have no idea how deep, how much resources, how much intelligence, how much just raw time they stick behind every single investment. You don't stand a chance to beat these guys. You understand that the markets are like they're a pile of money, and everyone keeps putting in pile, the pile grows, but eventually people start taking it out. And if you're the last one to take out, you're not left with anything. You understand, for every cent that someone makes in the markets, someone loses in the markets. So you're competing with these type of people. You're competing with me, you're competing against your friends, you're competing against the pension fund. Everyone is competing in the markets. It's like money just magically comes out of nowhere. For someone to make money, someone else has to lose money. That is how it works. So you're competing against everyone else. And I've realized the people that control the most money are, of course, smart money, big hedge funds. No, don't need this one, but plenty of big hedge funds. I mean, even money managers like BlackRock, all these type of people. You're not going to beat them. The retail investors always get killed. They're exit liquidity. These smart companies have 300-page investment theses with people that went to the top schools, the Stanfords, the Harvards. These people write up these massive investment theses, and they can buy millions of shares. They can take ownership in the company. They can buy under market price. You have no idea that you're competing against these people and you really don't stand a chance. So for me, it was a bit disillusioning. Like all these people that think they're retail investors and they can get really good gains. You can, but you have to be very, very careful, and you definitely want to play the game at a longer time frame, because then it becomes less about competing. If you're day trading, you're often going to lose. And in crypto as well, I mean, these guys are very involved in crypto. I always think the institutions weren't in crypto, that crypto is all about the retail people, and that's kind of why I liked it a lot, is because now you're not competing with a team of 30 analysts from Vanguard, but instead you're competing against other crypto bros. But the smart money have seen how much money there is in crypto, and they are getting involved too. So the first lesson I want to portray to you is that it is extremely, extremely hard to beat these people. So what can you do? Invest long term. I still think crypto this year is going to be incredibly well, but you understand that they think so deep about these investments, and that's what I advise you to do as well. I do that personally. I take a lot of education into the coins I'm doing, and when they were giving me investment theses and things like that, I was able to do very well with it because I did it myself. Like I would write out why I'm buying in coins, when I'm going to sell, what catalysts I'm waiting for. You can't just buy and hope because some guy on Twitter told you to. You need to think about things and think logically, is this going to play out? Like the AI narrative, which has done super, super well for me in crypto. As soon as I saw ChatGPT, I was blown away. And like most people were, I asked it to do something or just instantly do it. I was like, this is crazy. So when new tech comes out, a few months later, crypto version of that tech comes out. And regardless how useful it is, I made a bunch of money with crypto AI because I just saw that was such a real world use case. So I put money there and it's multiplied massively. So make simple investment theses, think about them, look into the best coins. Not only do you need to look at the tokenomics, this is specifically for crypto, or shares are quite similar in some ways, but you need to look at first off the fundamentals. The narrative is super important, like AI narrative, gaming narrative, meme coin narrative, whatever it is, the fundamentals, and then the team. That's the next step I'm going to move on to, is inside of investing, the team. They cared so much about the team. Look at the people, what schools did they go to, what previous projects have they done, and a lot of their biggest bets are on people that have already done things well in the past. If you have a track record, I mean, if Elon Musk asked to raise $1 million, he would get it in a heartbeat. He can even raise hundreds of billions of dollars in a heartbeat because he's a successful entrepreneur and he's proven it. They'd much rather give Elon Musk a couple billion for his AI company than some kid that's even fresh out of Stanford. He went to a good school, but he doesn't have any track record. Elon Musk has built Tesla, he's built SpaceX, he's built the Boring Company, he built PayPal and X. These are people you want to give money, the people that have proven track records, because not everyone is an entrepreneur, not everyone is a successful entrepreneur. And look at the top dogs. They're the people that people are willing to throw money at, because these are the best of the best. They've proven it in the best arena of entrepreneurship. They are the winners. So those are the people you want to bet on. You want to bet on the winners. Third thing I want to talk about is network. And these are kind of just things that are off the top of my head. I don't have a script. I'm looking at the window of the view behind me, and literally just I've got all these things I've kind of made mental notes of. So I'm balancing my phone on a coffee cup here. I hope the recording is in focus and things like that, because this would be a pain to re-record. So the next thing I'm gonna talk about is network, because I got a network with some very, very cool guys. And I don't think people understand the level that there is here in London. In Cape Town, I'm not used to this. You have a bunch of internet money kids and things like that, but it's not like this at all. People that after they were having lunch are gonna have lunch with Zuckerberg, dinner with Elon Musk. People that are very, very early investors in massive companies. People that have controlling stakes in massive companies. I mean, this is the top of the top. And I asked him about networking, and the answer was very, very profound. It was, when you're valuable, people come to you. So right now, I spent the last 2-3 years of my life, I'm always trying to get to know people. I've always understood network is very valuable. And I'm pretty sure you've watched enough videos, you behind the screen, I've watched enough videos to understand networking is super, super important. So exactly how does it work? You can chase after people, but it works somewhere. You can get some decent level people. But once you become super valuable, people want you around them. So say like Sam Altman, who one of these guys I saw was new Sam Altman, like personally, like number, they talk all the time, they have lunches. Sam Altman's the founder of OpenAI. And he said he wanted Sam Altman around because he was insanely valuable. Sam Altman isn't going around networking with a bunch of people, but he founded a great project, OpenAI. Now everyone wants him around him. So I think if you build something cool, if it's not a personal brand or a company, people will want you around if you're valuable. If you're not valuable, you can try networking, you can try to be kind to people, or study all these psychology things to become friends with people, or network with people, get their phone number, send them a text every 3 days to keep them on the top of your mind. But inevitably, if you're someone important, if you're someone valuable, people will want you around. And I notice a difference because I am so many tiers below these people. Yes, on age aggregate, I'm probably ahead of them. A lot of them weren't doing this type of stuff when they were 17. And I gained a lot of respect for that from them, which I think puts me in a position for me to get mentored by them. They are smarter than me, they are richer than me, they know more than me, like in every aggregate. Yes, they are 30, 40 years older, but if you just compare us, it's like this. But maybe if you compare by age, I'm a lot ahead of them because I started insanely early. If you're watching this video, you are too. A lot of these guys were saying like, wow, at 22, 23, I was just doing this. I wasn't even taking life seriously. I was working 9 to 5, whatever it is. So next lesson, I kind of I'm diverting from the networking lesson because I'm not done with it. But a lot of people feel behind because they see me, or they'll see Iman, or they'll see some crazy stuff. Like, no, you are winning. A lot of the top people, if you look what they were doing at like 19, 20, they weren't on this type of stuff at all. And statistically, I know that my audience is younger than that. And a lot of them are already learning. They're busy with entrepreneurship. They've just started their first business. Maybe they've already made a couple $1,000s online. Maybe they're just getting started. But that wasn't normal. I mean, they kind of put you in a good position. If they didn't start until they were like 25, a lot of these guys, and they got, at 45, 55 where they are now, imagine how much further you would be if you start now. If you start now, you'll compound so much further because an extra 10 years, if you start at 15 instead of 25, the extra 10 years makes a massive, massive difference. So going back to networking, you want to be valuable. So start your business, start your personal brand, something to have you around. If I was absolutely nobody, and comparatively to them, I am basically a nobody, but a lot of them had seen a little bit of my stuff, or I've worked with a company that they know the guy of, and that's kind of how I got introduced to them. So if you're valuable, they'll want you around, and the little value I have compared to them at 17 still made it a bit more attractive. If I was absolutely no one, I had no track record, I could be the same person that, I am well educated, I've read all the books they've read, I've, watched all the podcasts they've watched, but it wouldn't matter if I didn't have anything to show for it. So the fact that I have the tiny bit of value that I do have compared to them is what makes them, want to sit down and talk with me and have a Zoom call with me, etc. So I think being valuable is super, super important. And the next thing they told me is that if you only have money, you are extremely poor. Contradictory, right? The people they say that only have money are the poorest people in the world. And these are people with a lot of money. And people say money buys happiness, money doesn't buy happiness. They said it does, yeah. Having a lot of money makes life better. You can do the cool things, and they said the materialistic things won't bring you pleasure, but you need to buy them to find that out for yourself. These guys, Ferraris, they have Bugattis, all these type of things, and they said it's really cool in the beginning, but you get used to it very, very quickly, and it's no longer exciting. The first 10 times you take your Ferrari, you feel like a G, but after time 125, it feels the same as if when I was riding in my Honda, because you get used to things. Of course, your base level becomes very standardized. So you want to be able to get the cool things, sure. And he said, nothing I'll ever convince you will be able to not tell you to buy a Ferrari. Their branding is so strong that you will always want a Ferrari, and I do. But they said after a couple of years of having it, you'll find out for yourself. But what it does give you is freedom. Freedom to go on holiday with your kids, freedom to buy the best healthcare. People say money doesn't buy health. It does. You can buy the best doctors, you can get the best food, you can get the best equipment, all of that. Of course, you could still get a random heart attack, but your probability increases with money. And statistically, the people who live the richest live the longest. So there's facts behind it, and I think money in some ways does buy happiness, but if you're not happy without money, you won't be happy with it, I believe. I think it kind of accelerates everything you have going on. So that's the next lesson I learned, is that I'm super focused on money, but there are infinitely important things, they say. They told me, I asked them, if you were 17, what would you want to do? And this guy's, he had billions under management. They said, I wish I spent more time with my family. And I was like, wouldn't you wish you worked harder or got further or started younger? They're like, yeah, it's cool. I'm in a good position, but you can't get that back. You need to spend more time with your family, and you need to spend more time with loved ones, or do some things outside of just hustling, because this hustle culture it's very toxic in some ways. I'm literally just spitballing off the top of my head here, guys, but I'm like conveying everything that I've learned in the last week here, so please pay attention. I guarantee you, if you actually just stop half being on this, stop opening the comments, stop going to TikTok, just learn something, guys. I promise you, you'll get value from this. So they were saying that you shouldn't just only be focused on money, which is very valid. The hustle culture is super, and I've been in it. Like, we work at like 18-hour days, not getting enough sleep. You have your ice bars, your journaling, then you go into deep work, then you go to school, then you've got to study. You're constantly working. You can't keep that up forever. And especially when you're young, we can though. When we're young, we can work much harder. If you try to do the same thing at 45, where you're sleeping like 5-6 hours every night for like weeks straight, you'll get finished. But young, you have energy and you have time. So they did advise start very young. And the next thing, which is the one thing that they had in common between all of them, which I kind of already knew, and luckily I've been doing for a while, is reading. Self-education, they say, is the most important thing. These guys went to top schools, but they said, I can't really remember anything I learned, but this book taught me that, this book taught me that autobiography taught me that. So they focus a lot on self-education and reading. That has been a super, super important step for them. And I guarantee you that if you start reading a lot, it'll be so helpful. And in these conversations, I've been reading a book a week since I was 12. I've read through a lot of books, and which was very useful to spark conversations with them. They were saying quotes, and I was able to finish the quote, and it makes such a good impression. So read a lot, self-educate. I guarantee you that it's going to be super, super beneficial for you. You'll never get worse off by reading. Not only will it fix your attention span, which is terribly, terribly bad because you've been watching Reels and TikTok all day, and I know you have because you've seen my content from Reels or from TikTok. So stop scrolling. I know you spend way too much time on that. Start reading. Spend 45 minutes a day, an hour a day reading. It is so doable, and you'll learn more, you'll earn more, you'll be in better positions. Philosophy, like read about philosophy. Like, I'm never happier than I am right now, like in these last couple months. And it's because I've studied philosophy, like the science behind happiness, but also I feel like I have a better drive now, and I figured that out from reading. You learn a bunch of stuff on podcasts as well, but honestly, reading is just a level above it. So take self-education very seriously, take reading very seriously. And that is where I'm going to finish up the vlog with the awesome lessons I've learned. I'm going to share those inside my community because maybe they're a bit more personal, and maybe I don't want everyone to know those because then I'll lose my competitive edge. But overall, very, very cool sitting here. Hopefully you guys have learned something. I'm enjoying the last couple hours here, being in the offices. Super, super cool. I'm very grateful again for the opportunity because I'm sure eventually they're going to be able to see this video. Maybe the board will be watching it again. Thank you to you guys. I've learned a lot. And I know I'm not really meant to be filming, I guess. They never said so, but I think I'm not meant to be recording, so maybe I'm taking a bit of a risk, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for watching as well. Hopefully you learned something. And next stop for me is Amsterdam, and I'm going through to the big United States, which I know a lot of my audience is from the US, so I'm sure I'll bump into a few of you. But overall, super, super grateful for the opportunity. And next vlog is gonna be probably Amsterdam, and then I'm gonna be traveling all around America for some very, very cool things. So I'll update you guys then.